Negotiations between the United States and Iran, where are they? Well, President Trump told Axios that he is, quote, semi-negotiating with Tehran. The Iranians are demanding compensation for war damage in order to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. CBS News national security contributor Sam Vinograd joins me now. Sam, as I indicated in the cold open, well, the president said, well, if you want payment for damages inflicted upon you during this war, we want damages for all the mayhem you've inflicted over the region for some 47 years. These both sound to me like extravagant, irreconcilable demands, so the stalemate continues.
It does publicly, but Major, I think part of what's so unusual here is we have this public negotiations. It's not surprising to me that the Iranians are laying on more demands. The Iranian regime has historically done that in various rounds. Nor is it surprising to me that the United States, a counterparty, is coming back and saying, if you ask for more, I'm going to ask for more too. What's unusual is that this is happening in public. So if we take that out of it, the question then becomes, how do we unlock this stalemate? And there's really three options I see. Number one, Trump could choose to amp up military pressure, try to get other countries involved in the military campaign. Problem is, it is publicly known, based on various reporting, including CBS reporting, we are running low on a lot of missiles, not to mention air defense interceptors.
And our allies in the region want this to be de-escalated, not escalated.
They sure do. So military option, dicey at best. Next option is economic pressure. Well, the Iranian regime has a much greater tolerance to suffer economic downside risk than, say,
the Treasury
US
Department
government.
announced new sanctions on Friday, meant to tighten up things.
It's a bit of a game of whack-a-mole when it comes to
And what do the Iranians
sanctions.
do in response? Increase their demands.
And they know that gasoline prices, not to mention access to fertilizer and other matters, are hurting the U.S. economy and hurting President Trump's polling numbers. So third option, Major, is really to cut and run, to say, this is enough, I have to leave. The Iranian regime maintains control of the strait, not to mention many other things. So the three options in front of President Trump are quite unpalatable.
And just to throw into this mix, the Houthis have suddenly become much more aggressive in the last couple of weeks with Saudi Arabia and in traffic around them. That's got to be considered.
It sure does. And the Houthis are one of many Iranian proxies that have been activated, could be activated. We haven't, we could talk about proxies in Iraq, Hezbollah, of course, in Lebanon. So there's a lot more cards the Iranian regime has to play to really show that it can maintain control, not just of maritime jurisdictions, but that it can also launch missiles, drones, and more into actual Gulf countries. One thing they haven't done yet, Major, which the intelligence community has assessed they retain the capability to do, is activate proxies globally outside the region. And that's something that I'm quite worried about.
One last thing, Sam, before I let you go. It was said over the weekend by the Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, forget it. This 15-point plan on Hamas disarming and Israel withdrawing, unacceptable on any basis.
Sure. And again, we're seeing this all happen publicly rather than privately.
Which was a blow to the Board of Peace and all its ambitions.
Yes. The agreement, the 15-point plan, was negotiated between Hamas and the Board of Peace. The Israelis were not part of that negotiation. For Prime Minister Netanyahu and the Israeli government, they have been directly impacted by Hamas's violence, of course, October 7th, and then Israel's war in Gaza, which killed tens of thousands of Palestinians. At the same time, Netanyahu is facing a very, very difficult national election in October. He has incredibly hawkish members of his governing coalition that are against any deal with Hamas. So President Trump, Board of Peace, and negotiators have a lot of work to do with Israel to convince them that they are going to have to make some concessions, even if not full withdrawal right away, some concessions if Hamas is going to start giving up some degree of weapons in Gaza.
And to your point, Sam, this would be a politically hazardous time for Benjamin Netanyahu to make such concessions.
It would.
Sam,
thank you.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.